morning, boomers. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest, your favorite Chad's dad, Champagne Crypto. Thank you for kabooming in, guys. It's a bloodbath out there. People are losing arms, limbs. I'm seeing people bleed out there in the battlefield. It's a complete bloodbath. I hope you guys have your storm supplies prepared, your dry powder, because we're getting attacked on every flank out here, guys. What's safe? We'll be talking about the state of the markets as, again, we're getting attacked and, many of our positions are down 10, 15, 20%. So what are we going to do out here, boomers? I'm not all that concerned to be 1,000 with you. A champion such as myself is not concerned. I mean, I'll pay attention, but I'm not all that concerned. I'll be honest with you guys. Let me drop a bomb for you guys. I don't want to sound too many alarms. You got to be prepared. You got to have your storm supplies ready because, the tornado, the hurricane may start to blow out there. We may experience a little power outage, and you may want to have your generator ready. Okay, you want to have your Berkey filter ready should the tap water be contaminated out here, guys. I hope you guys have a filter. Okay, everybody should have a nice water filter in their house, and additionally a generator. I'm speaking real out here. Boom. Let me go ahead and share my screen out here and see what's really popping. Good morning, Poison. Shout out to all the maniac stakes to Poison out there for providing those NFTs. I appreciate you, Poison. Thank you so much. We jumped into the Oath pre-sale or liquidity generation event. I threw some Phantom at it. And I'm in it to win it, guys. I always want something to look forward to. It's not doom and gloom. In fact, I think that things are poised to kapump. The inflation keeps going. The fundamentals haven't really changed. You're just getting a bunch of news hype. Honestly, it's all a bunch of news hype. These people, they dance in tandem. It's good cop, bad cop. The agenda is the agenda, okay? And they, at the end of the day, my belief is that the Rona reviews were kind of, the attention is dying down. They had to hit them with the remix. And now we got this Ukraine thing. And listen, I'm not really much paying attention to it. I understand that it's impacting the markets. How long it's going to last? It's going to last until it's over. Okay, until they want to hit you with the new remix. If you haven't noticed, though, there's always something looming, allegedly, that's bad's going to happen. Okay, it's always been like that. And that's the way the news cycle runs. So if you identify that, you don't have to pay so much attention. Shout out to Poison. I see all you maniacs. Let's look at the math out here. Things are getting slaughtered. We got Phantom at $1.36. It's almost back to December lows. Okay, $1.36. But look, at the end of the day, I see these numbers, and yes, look, I mean, the portfolio's down substantially. I do see it. Okay, I get it, but let's not act like we didn't get into Phantom before $1.36, and we haven't made gains above $1. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, if you pulled up to the party early, you're not as concerned as some of the noobs. Manuel says bleeding. Yeah, indeed, it's bleeding. Listen, we said this last week. Make sure you have your dry powder ready. And, if you're not prepared to hold on, maybe lose a limb or an arm, you're not going to be ready to call yourself a 5-star general cryptomaniac soldier here in the battlefield. Okay, you got to be prepared for some stormy ones. And again, this is stormy. It's not so bad, though. This is not so bad. Listen, I think that the worst storm that we saw was 20K down to 3K. And that took a long time. And the rebound took a long time. Even the Rona was a scary one for a moment there, for a few days. But then it was a V-shaped recovery. It was very fast. Shout out to Manuel. Shout out to the Maniacs. Let's see what other coins are bleeding out here. ICE. I'll tell you, I finally got out of the ICE position. I rolled it over into the Dante position over there on Beethoven, which has Stratera, and then a bunch of blue chips, which is Bitcoin, ETH, and I think Phantom. And Beats. The APR over there is like 150%. So I gave it a whirl and a swirl, and I rolled over that Frog Nation bag because, ICE, Spell, they're all getting clapped, and they've been getting clapped. So I took an L on that, and I moved it into something else. You got Cake at $5. Wow. Cake at $5. I don't have any Cake at the moment, but don't act like we didn't get into Cake when it was pennies on the dollar. Phantom there at $1.36. Hex at 12 cents. One at 11 cents. I mean, there's some deals and steals right now. ENS at 12. Theta at 230. There's a lot of downward pressure. The only ones that are up are Quick Swap, and that's against Ether, and not against the U.S. dollar. And then you got Wonderland Time is up slightly 4%, but the top gainer here is you don't have anything really exciting, and time against BTC. Nothing against the U.S. dollar here. If you look at all these are all against BNB or BTC. Nothing against U.S. dollar that's moving. So hopefully, if you guys are concerned, you guys did have some dry powder. I mean, we announced this last week, and obviously, it was evident that bullets may fly, and that the markets would be negatively impacted in the short term. And you got to be prepared for that. Make sure you have the right size positions. And I feel kind of comfortable. I mean, the only thing that I don't like is that Juul's bleeding out there. It's under $5, but you got to look at it in the perspective of the entire market, and everything's bleeding out. So I'm going to continue to maintain my position and weather out this storm. Okay, I feel like I got the right size where I need to get it, and continue to think of what's going to happen in the future. That's why I pledged for the oath. And, that's another pre-sale. And I'm always looking forward. I'm looking forward to Pulse X. I'm looking forward to things that are happening. I got a lockup on Spirit. We got lockups on Liquid Driver. So, you want to make sure that you plant seeds for the future. Okay? Everybody always thinks of the short term and on the now. And yes, the now is very important. But you also want to think about what you're planting that may sprout up in the future. Again, it may. You never know. I was talking about this on the VC the other day, how I overextended myself on Spirit Swap, and it ended up being okay. Okay, it's not, it didn't kapump and kaboom. Spirit Swap is down again, but I'm locked up there for 4 years, and every single month they've been paying, and it's been all right. Same thing with Liquid Driver, a 2-year lockup. And with the oaths, I didn't go that long. I did 14 days, thanks to Poison for providing those NFTs. And I also did a 99-day because I had some stones there locked up. So, I want to plant something just in case. So, I'm always dropping these just in case, because while it's important to make steady gains, obviously that's what we're into, making profits. Also, it's important to me to plant those seeds that may sprout and turn into something really big. Because again, this industry, in my opinion, has more potential upside than it does downside. So if you bet on the future, you may win. I know y'all in crypto, but I hope you guys have diversified portfolio that includes oil and gas. No, I don't have oil and gas. And in fact, when I got into oil and gas, I got clapped. And not to throw shade at that, but at the end of the day, it's about custody for me. And, if you're really into oil and gas, do you have it in your backyard? Then you're not in custody of it. So, I at the end of the day, there's something to be said about having your own private key. That's a big deal, guys. Okay, I'm not sure if you guys noticed what happened in Canada. They're trying to stop the exchanges or whatnot, not your keys and not your crypto, but whatever regulation they may set, those people that have their keys are not impacted. Okay, so but yeah, no shade on oil and gas and some traditional markets. I know when the Rona hit hard, we started doing we dived into a lot of the options trading in oil and gas included. I got clapped up on an oil play. And I won on a lot of the tech plays that were moving up during the Rona. So, I pay attention to that, but you got to get in with where you fit in, and pay attention to you gotta treat good what's treating you good. You know what I mean? And that's been that crypto. So there we go. But you know what though? On the other hand, oil and gas went up a lot this past year. So more power to you, man. Shout out to Boss, shout out to Manuel, shout out to Poison, the rest of the maniacs out here. Let me go ahead and look at these screens real quick. Again, everything's getting clapped up. Luna, Ada. Right now, it's an opportunity. If you had that dry powder stacked up like we announced last week, you may be considering dollar cost averaging buying right now. Okay? And listen, I've been dollar cost averaging selling into profits for months now. I've been announcing that with Juul. Ever since I saw Juul up like at $16, $17, I started taking profits once or twice a week right off the top. Did I move out my main position? Not really, no. Okay, so we've been scraping off the top and taking profits for the past couple months. So although our portfolio's down, we've been able to reap some benefits, and we're prepared to weather the storm. I don't know how low it may go. Okay, I mean, we may go below 30 for all I know. Or this may be, we may be bouncing back next week. You have no idea. But what I do believe is that we are set up for another all-time high, if not this year, within the next, I say year and a half, no more than 2 years, that we will see another ATH on BTC and ETH, if you ask me personally. So, we just got to weather that storm. It could be a week, it could be 6 months, it could be a year. I have no idea, but I do think that when you zoom out, when in doubt, pull out. And I think the big picture here is the trend will continue with crypto adoption, and the blue chips will continue to gain weight. So, I'm positive with BTC, ETH, and those strong alternatives to Ethereum, the AVAXs, the Solanas, the Phantoms, the Matics. I think those are all going to stick around. Okay. So I'll continue to hold those. Now, the things that I've noticed, okay, this whole entire crypto storm and all that, the thing that has held the price the most has been, well, amongst others, Sandbox, the land. I mean, I haven't seen any land really sell for less than 3 ETH for sure, or 3 1/4 ETH. Between 3 and 3 1/4 ETH. Now, at the same time, the land prices haven't boomed as much as like NFT Worlds. NFT Worlds, I think, hit a all-time high floor of like 15 or 16 ETH. I've seen some sales in the past 24 hours go for as low as like 12 or 13. We're tracking those on the Discord bot if you're interested in watching that. I got those NFT listings and sales being tracked, amongst others. So Sandbox has been pretty solid. Okay, I've noticed that, this whole time as things been getting clapped, the metaverse has held. Now it's starting to bleed out a little bit. Those apes have lost a lot of value. The creeps have lost a lot of the NFT collections on Ether have started to bleed out. Now, that being said, when it comes to NFT collections on Phantom, specifically the ones that have been introduced by Potluck Protocol, almost all, if not all of them, are above mint price. So none of them have been negatively impacted, or the majority have not been negatively impacted by this crypto bear. Okay, I'm talking about Creatures of the Cave, the pigs, the serums. They're all doing well. The serums minted last week for 20 FTM. I just saw a sale go through for 40 FTM. So, as far as like holding value during this storm, I would say, those Phantom NFTs, a lot of them have done well. Now, that being said, there's still not major liquidity. It's not like you can go in there and just like, park $100,000 in a few collections. It's not, I don't think the liquidity is that deep. You see what I'm saying? As compared to ETH and whatnot. So, something to consider. Let's look at the OpenSea and see what collections have been trending. Three landers, NFT Worlds. You see, now I'm saying they've dumped a lot. I mean, they were just at 15 not too long ago. Now they're at 10. But listen, they still did well. I mean, when we started really researching and identifying them, they were on par with Sandbox as far as floor price. About 3 or something like that, 3 to 4 around there. And then it really catapulted in the past, I would say 30 to 45 days. Bored Ape is down as well. I mean, at one point not too long ago, Bored Ape was over 100. CloneX down 10.5 ETH. They were just at 14. So, everything's, look, Mutant Ape at 15 ETH. They were just at like 18. So, everything's getting negatively impacted, but it seems like these NFTs have held their price a little bit more than some other coins. Okay, but, when it comes to Phantom, I'll tell you this much. They're doing pretty well. Let's check out the collections here on Phantom. Some of the ones I'm holding. Hit refresh here. So I still got these serums. I'm holding on to them. The serums are like I said, they were minted at 20. We got airdrops some too, and look, they're at 40, so they're above mint. They're there, and there's been there's volume. The llamas, and then Creatures of the Cave. We got this one. This one's basically their Genesis. And what's their floor looking at? 82. I mean, this one was as high as like 120. But I think their mint price was like 20. So everything's, or the majority of these collections appear to be in profit still. So that's what's going on. Don't sleep on NFT Key. On the Potluck Protocol and the Phantom NFTs. Talking about Phantom NFTs, now that I'm reminded, there's a game that I've seen a couple YouTubers talking about, the Tankwars. And it's apparently one of the first play-to-earn games on Phantom. Let me see if I can find it. I saw a couple people talking about it. I haven't really done the review on it, but now it's coming to mind. Yeah, Tankwars Zone. I'll probably do a whole video on this. Play to earn battle game, fully decentralized. They have like a loot box or whatever, and then you buy the box, and it gives you tanks that have different capabilities, is my understanding. There are 5 different tank rarity levels. So how much is one of these boxes? Let me connect wallet here. Bear with me as I connect the wallet to see how much this is. Okay, so it's 1500 W bond. I'm not familiar with that token. Do you want to get more W bond? Okay, so it's 1500 W bond, which is about $153 right now for basically for this mint. So I don't know how many have been minted. When opening the mystery box, you will receive one tank NFT, which will be used in the Tankwars battle. Okay, so that's basically how you get into this game. I've seen a few people talking about that. I'm going to do a little bit more reviews, like literally the first time I really pulled up on the site to check out the prices or whatnot. Apparently, you can get those T-bonds over there on Spooky Swap. And let's look at this trailer real quick. Okay, so they got an actual gameplay or whatnot. Okay. It doesn't look that excited, but a lot more developed than other NFT games that I see. So actually, you know, there's a play here. There's something going on. So I may just give it a whirl in the swirl. It's $150. I may mint a one or two. I'll keep you guys updated, but that's tankwars.zone. I don't think there's a referral or anything. I've seen a few YouTubers that are usually associated with a lot of referral projects. So I was assuming that this may be a referral project as well, but I don't see that. So, you know, it's tankwars.zone. I don't see any referral links or anything like that. I'm still looking at the roadmap and the tokenomics or whatnot, but there seem to be, okay, the team is doxed. Pete, Ho, Paul, Lawson, okay, and their investors, it seems like, I was reading somewhere that the Phantom Foundation gave him money. I don't know if that's true or not. This came out of left field, really, so I don't know who these people, where their community is. So do they have a Discord? I don't see even a Discord here, or they're maybe on Telegram. But yeah, keep an eye on this. This is the Tankwars Zone. This is a new play to earn battle game on Phantom. So let's see how that does. And it's new, so I may just give it a whirl. You know, with all the new stuff, that's what it is. I'm going back to, you know, the potential, the upside potential. And getting in at the very, very beginning, there's a lot of potential with almost all these projects. Now, most of them don't work, but if you get the right one, you know, I'm even reminded of Tarot over there on Phantom, where we threw just a couple $100, and you know, in a few weeks, it went from like, I don't know, like 3 cents or something like that to $2 or something. I don't remember. It was something wild, you know. So that's not always the case, but you know, at least on my end, if I risk a few $100 to maybe make a few thousand. You know, that may work for me at least, you know. If I lose it, I lose it. It's kind of like a weekend that we had fun and we had some drinks or something. I don't know. You know, that's kind of the way I look at it. I saw the Discord icon at the middle bottom of the page, at the very bottom. Oh yeah. Okay, they got it. They got a Discord. You're right. Right here. There's a Discord right here, so you guys can link up to the Discord and snoop around, see what's going on. I may check that out. Yeah, so it's $150 to mint. If it's a scam, I lost $150. If not, maybe it wins, and we make a couple thousand. I don't know. I have no idea, but that's the way I look at it, honestly. So keep an eye on that. I may do just a separate video for this and do a review for it, since I've been seeing a few heads talk about it. But other than that, we're here, guys, weathering this crypto storm, and hope you got dry powder. I'm going to be patient. It seems to me like things that are retaining their value quite well during this storm are phantom NFTs. Granted, the liquidity is not that deep. It's not like they have hundreds of millions of dollars in these projects, but nevertheless, the price has held well, and they got some new projects here, Tankwars. As far as how long this bear market's going to last, I have no idea, guys. It could, like I said, it could be a week, it could be several months, but I'm not going to be all that concerned. I'm going to stick to the plan here, and the plan here is I believe that the NFT space, the metaverse, is going to grow specifically on alternative chains. It seems like the saturation has kind of peaked over there on Ether. So, my interest has faded a little bit. I'll be honest with you. I'll continue to stay focused on the alt chains. And then also the blue chip plays. If you look at Beethoven X, they have some pretty solid portfolios. Specifically, I'm talking about the quartet, where you can get a portfolio that consists of USDC, Bitcoin, Ether, and Phantom, split evenly into quarters, and they're also incentivized by Beethoven, so you get a little bit more. You can get maybe like 30-40% return on your investment while you weather the storm. That to me seems like a decent play. It's not something that's going to kapump on you, but it's a good value retention play. If you believe in crypto, BTC, ETH, and then if you like alternatives to Ether and Phantom, boom, and then you got the USDC play just in case. So, and that recalibrates itself and literally balances itself in real time, being that it's a balancer fork. So Beethoven, I'm telling you, I've been saying good things about him for a while, and they continue to provide. I'm also in the Fidelio Duetto, which is 80% Beats. And Beats has done quite well. I mean, they're pulling back today. I think they're at 70 cents, but they've done... I think they've doubled up in the past month, if I haven't mistaken. So that's what's going on. I'll be in the Discord, guys. Stay focused. Stay strong out there. Thanks to Poison. I appreciate you, man. Thanks to Boss for pulling up. Amika, I see you, and the rest of the Crypto Maniacs. I invite you to join the Discord, link down below. The Champagne Room. We'll continue to talk about it and provide the plays and our opinions. Stay strong out there, guys. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne. Thank you for tuning